member of the Tampa Bay Business Owners and get your brand on air today. Visit TampaBayRadio.com for more information. All shows available on demand. Now, here are your hosts, Jamie and Kelly.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to another week, I should say, of That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly, where business becomes show business. This show works to inspire entrepreneurship, now entering week 102, going all the way back to its inception date, February 2nd of last year. So thank you to all the show supporters, staff, and iHeartMedia Communications that makes the show possible each and every morning. Joined in studio by Kelly Wilson, founder of the Edge Business Community and the Edge Business Magazine, returning after a tough week last week with a cold, I should say. How are you feeling today, Kelly?
I am doing better. Thank you very much. Happy Monday already.
And your voice sounds much more chipper today. I could tell you had a little bit of a cold last week, so it sounds like you're doing much better.
Yeah, it was actually challenging to talk last week between my throat hurting and then just the congestion. But no, I'm doing much better, thankfully. And it's funny, when you're sick and then people can tell that you're not feeling well, they start telling you stories of everyone they know that's sick. And how they've been sick, and now apparently it is something that's going around.
Did you partake in any of the weekend festivities?
Goodness, I'm embarrassed to say no.
Because you're downtown, or you're in that general area.
Yeah, I just had not. I should have, and I almost wish I would have, especially seeing some of the social media feeds. And I love Usher. I would have loved to have seen that last night, or Ursher, I guess, as we should say it. But no, I just have not felt well, and wanted to make sure I was, doing well this week. But it looked amazing. Tampa really pulled it off. The reflection of the concert on the Sykes building, I saw some of those images last night. That's great. Did you get down there at all?
No. It was a little bit too cold for me, and I'm not a big fan of huge crowds like that.
No, and I'm not either. It's a little bit easier when you're not, if you're in like one of the high rises or something. Not directly in it.
It'd have been tremendous. I've lived downtown this weekend and been able to see Usher, and then Soul Circus Cowboys were there too. Yeah. Apparently, they were on the show earlier this year and did a little impromptu concert last year, and so Soul Circus Cowboys a big fan of the program and everything. So we did them along with Thancia in studio earlier this year.
Yeah, no, you know what? And I'm really proud. It's kind of excited for Tampa. They know how to party for sure. They did a great job. Yeah, impressive.
Well, today's show is all about the award nominees for the second annual That Business Show Awards Dinner coming up on January 23rd at the new Brian Glazer Family JCC, and that's going to be located at 522 North Howard Avenue. We're very excited about this. The building just opening up in December, and this will be one of the first business events to be held at this new facility. And so people that aren't familiar with it, it's the old Armory building, and it's been completely revamped. They got a crazy fitness center, Olympic-sized swimming pool, a cafe. It's just going to be an amazing facility. The event room is going to hold up to 600 people. Don't know if we'll get 600 there, but we'll get a few hundred people there for sure. Built-in stage, nice audio and visual, and looking forward to a great event at the JCC.
2 weeks from tonight. 2 weeks. It'll be the 23rd already.
2 weeks from tonight, and we have 11 different award categories to get through. And so let's start out for the nominees for...
And let me ask, how many guests through the year? How many guests were there total?
Oh, shoot. At least, 500 or so different guests.
So how hard is it, and I will say, we talked a little bit in regards to choosing who, what we thought, but I've obviously not been here throughout the year as long as you have. How difficult is it?
Certain guests stand out for whatever reason it is. I don't know, maybe it's just a connection with me, but you'll see when you see the different award categories, and I'll tell why I picked them for that. But certain ones stand out. They just have a certain presence, and then I also see them involved in the community, and so it's just really about being connected to the program. So the more that I see you, the more likely that you are going to be nominated for a certain category, given that you also fit within the category too. So, but all the shows are well documented. They're up on the guest network page of TampaBayRadio.com. I go down through them and I start thinking, okay, this person fit here, this person fits there.
I know we started talking about it, I guess, around the holidays and thinking about all the guests just from the 3 months or so I've been here. It was a little overwhelming to think, and only be able to choose, a couple for each category. So.
Yeah. Well, each category has 5 different nominees and 11 different award categories altogether. And so we'll go ahead and start with Best on Air. And so Best on Air has to do with connectivity with the audience, coming in here and having a good time, being energetic and influential to the community in terms of social media engagement and posts. And so the first one was one of our recent guests. Dr. Victoria Brown is the first nominee for this category. She is.
We should have some applauding music like in the background. Come on, Gary, you got any music for us?
She's the owner of Jira Business Consulting. She was in studio talking about the book series Penny, Annie, and Billy. If I remember right.
I enjoyed her very much.
I'm going to be talking about some of the stuff off the top of my head, so hopefully I can remember some of the talking points. But yes, she is writing the book series, the stories of Penny, Annie, and Billy, and it's about two little children and then their little sidekick Digit, I think, who is their cell phone. And it's about teaching kids business, and so very energetic and very great guest. And so she's one of the nominees for Best on Air. Next nominee in this category, Alexander Sineg, Alex Sineg of Cooperative Real Estate. He is the Florida regional owner of this new brand of real estate, and he came in and shared some great stories. He's very energetic, very fun to listen to. Shared a story of him coming over as a young teenager from, I forget what country he was from, but he had came over on Halloween, and he had thought, he didn't speak English.
I remember now.
And he went out on Halloween the first night and got a bunch of candy. He thought, wow, this is great being in America. And so next night he went out and did the same thing. He thought
tried to trick or treat every night.
Yeah, so, and he shared that story with us on air and several others as well. But quickly came to find out that Halloween was just a annual event, not a daily event here in the States. And he almost got the cops called on him back then. But very successful real estate broker and coach, and he is the second nominee for Best on Air. Next nominee for Best on Air, Sean Manoville. He is the owner of A8 Art Gallery in studio a few months ago. Very energetic. When this guy came at me, he was just like, whoom. He was just so
I don't think I met him.
No, this is before he got involved with the program, but the gentleman was very energetic, very enthusiastic about his business, and paint and art gallery, sort of like what painting with a twist, those types of concepts. You come, you do the piece, and then you go home. And so he has it was up in New Tampa, I believe, is where his business was. Sean Manoville, owner of the A8 Art Gallery.
He made an impression on you, huh?
Absolutely, yes. I remember him, yes. Laura Wesley is our next nominee for Best on Air. She was with the U.S. military, and she wrote a play called War Virgin. And she was very, I remember the day she was in studio, and she sang her rendition of Like a Virgin by Madonna.
Okay.
It got 10,000 views on social media and carried very well. And so very influential, I guess, has been on the program. Again, talking about her time and war and how it influenced her as a person and everything. And then she wrote a play and a book, and now she's making her rounds with this brand, War Virgin.
Oh, wow.
Make Love at War was the tagline for this. So Laura Wesley, the nominee for Best on Air. And then the last nominee in this category is Charlie the Plumber. And so Charlie, if you're listening, we got you in here for Best on Air. We hope to see you on January 23rd. People that are familiar with the show know when Charlie's on the air, it's a very lively and enthusiastic show. Never know what Charlie is going to talk about. So Charlie the Plumber, owner of Palo Vita Plumbing Company, although a lot of people probably don't hear too much business talk out of Charlie when he comes onto the radio show.
Yeah, he is a very passionate individual.
yes, he is. And so Charlie the Plumber is the fifth nominee for Best on Air. In our next category, we're going to have a Best Show Supporter. So these are people that have supported the program throughout the year and have given back in ways that we thank them so much for. First one being Matt Ashwood, our social media specialist.
I was happy to see him included.
With Songbird Agency. And so we thank Matt. He's also a loyal TBBO member. And so we thank him. He's one of the nominees for Best Show Supporter. Also, Dr. Amir Dowd has been nominated for Best Show Supporter. He is a frequent listener to the program. He checks in with me from time to time. He's done some dental work for me and speaks very highly of the program. He is the owner of Feather Sound Smiles over in the Feather Sounds area of Clearwater. You can check them out, feathersoundsmiles.com. Does the dental work for me as well. So highly recommended and a great person. Dr. Amir Dowd, nominated for Best Show Supporter.
It's always good to know a dentist that you can refer out and you actually like and
you know what's great about him is he's got all this great technology over there.
I was gonna say I thought you were gonna say he plays movies.
I don't know. Nah, he's got this technology there that is second to none. I remember he took care of one of my cavities and he drilled it out and he used some wand to go in there and then it showed the 3D hole of the tooth and then he put it in some machine and the machine bored out the exact fit of the filling. He put it in there instead of the old putting in metal and stuff. I actually took out some of the metal that was in my mouth and replaced it with that.
So does that make it less painful? Or uncomfortable?
Yeah, there wasn't much more. There was no more discomfort than any other person rooting around in your mouth. But no, the filling, just the technology that he uses, the filling actually like bonds to the tooth versus the old metal fillings, and it was just the machine itself costs like $200,000. It's something that a lot of dentists aren't using in the area, and so he's all about technology in his office.
Okay, interesting, good to know. And I was just going to go back to Matt Ashwood and the Songbird Agency. And I'm excited to have him nominated as one of our best show supporters. And Matt just walked in, so I thought we'd just update him on that. But excited, I don't think he really brings the show to life with even the little clips that he does and puts out on social media. And I can definitely see the difference when Matt's not in the studio with us.
Yes.
And those days that he is. And I know Dan helps out and tries to do some of those videos as well, but I know the guests really enjoy it.
And he checks in every Tuesday with us on a What's Trending segment, has a Facebook group. Check out that, and also any of your social media questions, check him out, mattashwood.me, and we'll be having a topic for us tomorrow, I believe, as well. So we'll have to figure out what that is.
Looking forward to that. Yeah, I'm still trying to learn all that.
Also, Dr. Tommy McElroy, owner of Echelon Health, Medicine, Fitness, and Nutrition, a big show supporter of the program, and so we thank Dr. McElroy, I'm not sure which way he pronounces that. There's a street in South Tampa called McElroy, and so I don't know if it's McElroy or McElroy now. I forget that, so I apologize if I got the name misspelled or the accent off. But he practices like a form of concierge medicine, and very successful up in the New Tampa region. And he's nominated also for Best Show Supporter. Fourth nominee in this category, Akash Patel. Going back to the beginning of the program, he's been one of the main bookers for the program. Sends me over a lot of the guests, makes a lot of the introductions for the program. He's well known around Tampa as being the person to know if you want to get connected, and he's the owner of Elevate Inc., a public relations company, and well connected to a lot of the different events. A lot of people joke that he's the Where's Waldo of Tampa. If there's an event, where's Akash?
Who was Waldo?
He was that cartoon character.
I know who he was, but who was he?
I don't think he was anybody specific. I think it was just a little cartoon gimmick that was put out there as like a trivia a game challenge to find him in the mix of people. And so Where's Waldo was.
So it was more like a game.
It was just a game to find him in a mix of people. So sort of like in bar trivia, you have those two little screens. Find what's different in this picture.
Right.
It's just one of those things that tricks the mind. Where can you find?
And it obviously caught on because everybody knew something about Waldo.
Yes. So Where's Waldo?
Okay.
Is what Akash is to Tampa Bay. So Akash Patel, nominee for Best Show Supporter, and our fifth nominee in this category, Chris Krimitsos, business partner and founder of the Tampa Bay Business Owners, along with his wife Katie. People are very familiar with Chris, if you are familiar with the program, and so he's done a lot for the Tampa Bay community, done a lot for the show, done a lot for podcasting in the community. Looking forward to his big event in February, Podfest, being held over in Orlando. Podfest.us is the website for that. The movie The Messenger is just about ready, and that'll be rolled out at the Podfest, and he's put a lot of work into that movie, and I'm also going to make an appearance in it as well, so very excited about that as well.
Yeah, he's been working on that for quite some time now, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. Yes, it's a full length, full effort, full feature movie that's been put into. It's called The Messengers. It's on podcasting. It's featuring a lot of different influential podcasters, where they were, how they succeeded, where they're going, where this industry is going. TheMessengersDoc.com. People can see the movie trailer for this. TheMessengersDoc.com, and then Podfest.us is the website to register for the upcoming 2 or 3 day event over in Orlando.
And he traveled all around, didn't he? Interviewing different podcasters.
Yeah, I took a trip with him down to Puerto Rico, but he traveled all across the country, meeting different podcasters and putting them into the movie. So, let me take a break here. We've got 8 other award categories to get through when we come back from the break. Next up is Best Use of Social Media on That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly, where business becomes show business. In an age when the good and the better vie for attention, it is the best that stands out. The best of Tampa Bay from Proudly Florida is the love story for the city of Tampa, celebrating success, sharing achievements, a tribute to enterprise and community spirit. Let Proudly Florida showcase your business to your city, your nation, and the world. For more information, email info@proudlyflorida.com and be sure to visit proudlyflorida.com. If you've been following That Business Show on Facebook and Twitter, you may have noticed the quality of some of our images. That's because one of our sponsors is pro photographer Rick Taseda, a member of the Professional Photographers of America. You can view his extensive work by going to his website at ricktaseda.com or call him for an appointment to chat about your photography needs at 813-641-4757. That's 813-641-4757. 4757. Rick Toseda Visuals. Call him for your next event or project. Teresa Turner is a certified public accountant and the founder of Tax Happens, a boutique-style CPA firm providing small businesses and individuals with hands-on, personalized tax and accounting services. Although we would love to tell you how happy their clients are, we would like you to see for yourself. Tax Happens has 21 Google reviews and a 4.8-star Google rating, 17 Yelp reviews, and a 5-star Yelp rating, 38 Facebook reviews, and a 4.9-star Facebook rating. What sets Tax Happens apart is number 1, upfront pricing, 2, clear deadlines, 3, personally available year-round, and number 4, a willingness to empower clients to do as much or as little as they desire. Visit taxhappens.com for more information.
Who doesn't have a smartphone these days? And of course, there's an app for everything. Well, almost everything. That's why the folks at Popcorn Apps started developing mobile applications. They saw people like you with genius ideas, unable to make those thoughts a reality. They develop applications for tens of thousands of dollars less than you'll find anywhere else, and will turn your idea into a reality in a matter of just a few months. Think you're not ready? Think again. They are your one-stop shop for mobile application development. See them at popcornapps.com with a K in popcorn, or call them at 727-415-6705 for your free consultation and pop your kernel of an idea into $1 million business and a world changer starting today.
At Vein 911, we will help you feel great again. Do you have restless legs, night leg cramps, or ankle swelling? Restless legs, cramping, swelling, and tired heavy legs are often symptoms of hidden vein disease. You do not have to have visible bulging veins to have the symptoms of vein disease. The vein care specialists at Vein 911 are uniquely qualified to evaluate and treat your veins. Are you unhappy with your previous vein treatment? Vein 911 succeeds where others fail. Call Vein 911 today at 855-VEIN-911. That's 855-834-6911 to book your free consultation. Vein 911. We will help you feel great again.
Are you in need of new flooring or ready to tackle that home remodeling project? Then contact Yeager & Company Incorporated, a family-owned, state-certified general contracting business with over 70 years of experience and the recipient of the Angie's List Super Service Award for the last 8 years in multiple categories. Yeager & Company comes to you with their shop-at-home flooring sales service, and their hardwood flooring refinishing is the very best in the Bay. Kitchen and bath design featuring American-made, well-born cabinets, and all work is done by employees, not subcontractors. Learn more at YeagerFlooring.com.
I knew Mom wanted to stay at home. It's the center of her family, her life. But helping Mom stay in her home while managing mine was just too much. Honestly, it wasn't just about me. Mom didn't want me to be her caretaker. She wanted me to be her daughter. I felt so alone until I found out about Home Instead Senior Care. When we met the people at Home Instead, we just knew they were different. The experience was personal. And most importantly, for Mom and me, I get to be her daughter again.
Home Instead Senior Care. To us, it's personal.
From the Florida Central Auto Loans Traffic Center.
Good morning. Crash now in the Plant City area on westbound US 92 at Branch Forbes with a couple lanes blocked here. Also heavy traffic on the interstates, including off the Howard Franklin Bridge into Tampa and southbound 275 between Fletcher and Sly. Crash on the Crosstown Expressway, westbound direction near 50th Street in the left-hand lane. That has traffic now slow from before 301. See traffic problems? Call the injury firm of Abrahamson, Uderick, Hillsborough. Traffic tip line 866-545-9595.
This report is brought to you by McDonald's. Pick your way to a perfect morning with McDonald's new McPick 2 at breakfast. Choose any two, like a savory sausage McMuffin, sausage biscuit, or a delicious sausage burrito for just $2. Pick your way to a great day, only at McDonald's for a limited time.
Today, a wind chill advisory until 9 a.m., then mostly sunny, high 67. Tonight, mostly clear, not as cold with a low 50. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high 73.
You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly on 1250 Wins WHNZ. Missed the show? Then head over to TampaBayRadio.com, where all shows are available on demand. Once again, here are your hosts, Jamie and Kelly.
And welcome back to That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly, where business becomes show business. Today, we're announcing the nominees for the second annual That Business Show Awards Dinner. Pick up tickets over at tbbo.org/awards, and we got a link for that over on TampaBayRadio.com. Our next award category is best use of social media. So this is for people whose businesses have grown or revolve around the use of social media. So it could be via an app or the number of followers that somebody has and how it's impacted and grown their business. And so that's what this category works to do, because social media is becoming very important to the everyday business owner in today's marketplace. So the first nominee for best use of social media, Matthew Cole, founder and CEO of the Examine app. People may remember him in here a couple of times with Brian Kornfeld, who makes a lot of different apps. And so Matthew Cole, a nominee here, and doing the Examine app. And this app is designed as kind of a social network of people to go and experience and dispense positivity. And so Examine is the name of this app. It should already be out on the iOS operating system. And
they were
a
just
couple weeks
about
ago,
ready to launch that, right?
Yeah, it was out on the iOS system 2 weeks ago, and Brian said it was supposed to be out on the Android operating system very shortly. So I'll check that here later in today and see if that one is up. So Matthew Cole, founder and CEO, Examine. Next nominee for best use of social media, Carol Sanek. She is a coach and CEO of her own company, Carol Sanek, and she does a lot of social media networking. She spent a segment with us earlier this year talking about how, she lives outside of the Tampa Bay area, but through social media, she stays engaged with all the different people in the Tampa Bay business community. And so she's also a coach and a consultant. So she uses social media to network, being on the kind of the outside of the Tampa Bay suburban community. That way she doesn't have to travel into the different events, and so she stays connected.
She was saying how it was taking so much time for her to travel to the Tampa area, and it was taking time out of the day. So she's figured out how to.
Yeah, and she does a podcast and does a number of different events
productive
through social media, and so she uses it to stay connected in the community. Next one is Adela Pasos, model and entrepreneur, and she is all over social media, both Twitter and Instagram. She was in here a few weeks ago, and she's used it to build up quite a following on social media.
She has 49,000 followers on Instagram.
49,000,
Twitter?
not too bad.
That was Twitter. Twitter following is 49,000.
Yes, and then but that pales in comparison to our next person, who is Teresa De Pasquale. She is the CEO and founder of Bikini Boss. She has some 200,000.
221,000 Instagram followers.
And she was in here and said
That's
she built
amazing.
her entire business around
Instagram.
around Instagram. And so she works to improve people's bodies through fitness, hence Bikini Boss Fitness. And so she is one of the nominees for best use of social media.
Great job. She was actually in New York doing some shooting. I know some Carolyn Smith, her PR representative. They've done a great job getting her national exposure. So congratulations to her.
And then our last nominee in this category, Alexandria Agresta, founder of the Maya Loop app. And so she has created this app to kind of connect different people within inside a community. And so she's very excited to be nominated, a very young entrepreneur just out of college. And so she put this app together. Also now working with Brian Kornfeld here. He said they're doing a little something together
with popcorn
apps and stuff. So just very happy to see the show making connections for people. So those are the nominees for the best use of social media. Coming back from the break, we got 8 more award categories, so we'll have to feed it up. We'll be starting with most innovative business next on That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly, where business becomes show business.
I feel guilty that I can't always be there when Mom feels stuck at home. She was always there for us. But now she can't get out, and I'm not always available to take her places. Someone else needs to help her get around. Then I learned about Home Instead. Now Mom can do what she enjoys because her personal caregiver is there, and I can just be a daughter again.
Are you struggling to care for your loved one? We can help. Home Instead Senior Care. To us, it's personal.
Hi, welcome to Yeager's. We just want to take a minute and show you what we're all about. At Yeager's, our primary business is hardwood flooring, although we are remodelers for kitchen, bath, and general construction. We operate a fleet of shop-at-home vans that have all the flooring-type products, hardwood flooring, laminate flooring, tiles, stone, what have you. So we're able to come out first with products in our vehicles and take a look at the setting, how the colors will work, and then to be able to come up with some options and ideas for you. If that's not good enough, we have a large distribution center that we inventory product and have a nice display area.
Pass it on from the Foundation for a Better Life at values.com.
1250 winds weather center forecast. Breezy and cold today. Very cold morning into a chilly afternoon. Mid-60s for the high. Lots of sunshine, though. Tonight's low in the upper 40s. Tomorrow, low 70s to return. Look for the mid-70s by midweek. Don't forget to pick up the iHeartRadio app. It is now the #1 music app in the world. You can find that through your app store on all your devices or at WHNZ.com.
You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly on 1250 Winds WHNZ. Missed the show? Then head over to TampaBayRadio.com, where all shows are available on demand. Once again, here are your hosts, Jamie and Kelly.
And we're back to That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly, where business becomes show business. Talking about the nominees and naming the nominees, I should say, for the second annual That Business Show Awards Dinner being held January 23rd. So pick up tickets over at TampaBayRadio.com. Our next category is Most Innovative Business. And so this is a business model that is a little bit different from the norm. And so our first nominee in this category, Glenn Hebert, director of the Horse Radio Network. And so he has built a business around podcasting, around horse shows. And so horseradionetwork.com, he airs a live show each and every morning, and it's done tremendous. And
he's built up a huge following.
Just a podcast, no terrestrial radio, just a podcast of horse shows. And he started this a few years back, doing a morning show from, I think he does it like 9 to 10:30 each and every day, but got a lot of different shows on board. And so
also a great example of, micro niching and really zoning in on your niche. And you might think, well, if I just talk about horses, I'm going to eliminate everything else. But there are enough people that like horses that you've got your audience. So.
Next nominee, Mark Poling. He is the owner of the Mango Cleaners over in the Mango/Seffner area. And so this is a little bit of an innovative product in the laundry business, picking up laundry and doing it by the pound instead of by the piece. So bringing that concept here to the Tampa Bay region. Mark Poling is a nominee for Most Innovative Business. Next nominee, Dr. Eric J. Kroll, who owns My Primary Care Medicine and kind of a form of concierge medicine, not specifically concierge medicine, but direct primary care medicine. And so this innovative model works to put the burden of healthcare on the individual and saves the bulk of the healthcare costs for the more catastrophic events in your life. So,
it takes the burden of healthcare off the individual. Is that what you said?
Yes, takes the burden of healthcare.
Right.
Puts more of a burden on the individual, I should say, because health insurance was never really meant for people to use for just a basic care and stuff. It's meant for catastrophic events, and that's one of the things that's
I enjoyed
reasons why healthcare costs are so high. So he practices direct primary care, sort of in that category of concierge. Although there's a difference between that. He's talked about that before in the program. Our next nominee, Daniel Neary, owner and founder of the For You Fitness brand. He has this interesting little suit that he puts you in, and it tricks the muscles into thinking it's doing more work than it actually is. And so this model founded over in Europe, and he brought it over here to the States, and this has done a tremendous job here in the United States. So far, Daniel Neary, founder of For You Fitness. And then our last nominee in Most Innovative Business, Kate Gauchi. She's the owner of Chroma Studio. She is a metal artist, and so she is also a nominee in Most Innovative Business category. Our next nominees are going to be in the field of the Most Inspirational Story, and so these are people whose business or nonprofits or in some way had a story to share that was impactful impactful and memorable for the program. Our first nominee and most inspirational story, Madison Miller, founder of Spark the Way, a very young lady who developed cancer, has since put it in remission, but started a nonprofit called Spark the Way.
Yeah, I met her. I thought that was her when I was actually looking at those. We were both nominated for Woman of the Year through the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and I heard her story, and we all had I lost my mom to lymphoma, but my goodness, she had dealt with it personally.
At such
what
a
an
young
amazing,
age.
yes, an amazing individual.
At such a young age, too, and started the nonprofit Spark the Way. And so Madison Miller, a nominee for Most Inspirational Story. Next on this list, Jamal Anderson. He was just in here a couple of weeks, a star football player in Hillsborough High in the 90s. Went off to Boston College and got involved in gambling and check and credit card fraud, and cost him a career in the NFL, but rebounded and is a youth minister here in the Tampa Bay region, and just wrote a book called The Best Bet, talking about his turnaround from going from high school football star to collegiate star, and then getting caught up in some of the things he shouldn't have been, which cost him his college career.
Great book, by the way. I started reading that over the weekend. Him and Ernest Hooper,
Yes.
he co-wrote that with him, and great book. Highly recommend that. I think that's available over at Amazon. So.
Next nominee, Dr. Robert Drapkin. He was in here several months ago. He is a 72-year-old doctor who, at the age of 48, was not happy with his own personal health and decided to become I would say, a bodybuilder. And so, at the age of 72, he now competes in bodybuilding competitions. And so, just an amazing turnaround for somebody who, at age 48, decides to go into bodybuilding. And he does have quite the physique at age 72. And here I am at age 39, looking like a watermelon. So I think puts me to shame. So, our next nominee in this category, Rick Cicero, owner of the Quick Clip LLC company. He was attacked in battle by an explosive device and lost a leg and an arm, and he designed this Quick Clip as a way for people that are disabled to be able to holster and get to their guns, and it's got a lot of attention. The U.S. military is looking at it, and he's done very well with this device, so an inspirational story right there. And then our last nominee in this category, Francisco Arreola, world champion boxer, owner of Legends Boxing Club up there on Howard or Armenia, and he was a former featherweight or lightweight champion. I've trained with him myself a few times. Just a great overall character, and he has a really just a classic rugged boxing gym. No AC, just weights and gym and a ring, and it's up there on Howard, Armenia. So if you're looking for one of those rugged boxing gyms and not the ones with all the air conditioning and the nice frills and bells and whistles, that's where you need to go. He's training a lot of people that are up and coming in the world of boxing, and so those are our nominees for Most Inspirational Story. Next nominee category is Startup Company of the Year. And so this is a company that has started within the last couple of years that we've featured on the program that has made a dent in the Tampa Bay community, and that's been getting noticed here by the business show. First nominee in this category, Joe Malinowski. He has created the Tampa Bay is Awesome brand, and he has also created a beer that is featured in a number of pubs across the area. He's got a Facebook group with tens of thousands of followers, and it's all about featuring what is right in Tampa Bay through the Tampa Bay is Awesome brand.
I like his title that he uses. It's lead seeker of awesomeness. Who couldn't have a fabulous day with that title?
So Joe Malinowski, nominee for Startup Company of the Year. Next nominees are Thomas and Andreas Newart. They are the founders of the Kingo app, which is an app designed to kind of find out what's going on in an area no matter where you're at. And so the app business, very happening business in the marketplace right now, and they're taking advantage of it through the Kingo app. So Thomas and Andreas Newart are nominees for Startup Company of the Year. Next nominee, Tyler Sheff, real estate agent at Coldwell Banker, but not nominated for that. It's his podcast that he's done so well with. Founder of Cash Flow Guys. He started this several months ago on the idea that Chris said he should get into the business. Built himself a nice little studio at his house, and now has thousands of followers in the field of real estate. Specializes specifically in commercial real estate investment deals, and doing a great job with Cash Flow Guys.
You always talk about him as Coldwell Banker, and you reference that too. Every time I hear his name, name, I think he's in the kitchen, like cooking. But that's his last name, and
Tyler
it's not even
Chef.
spelled the right way.
Sheff.
Right, but he is always, forever in my mind, going to be a chef in the kitchen.
So people like real estate and investing podcasts, look up Cash Flow Guys. He does a good job with it. Our next nominee in Startup Company of the Year, Ashley Drummond's creator of the Abs Pancakes. He was also featured on Shark Tank and was also featured at our business symposium this year. And so she's created these healthy protein pancakes, and they were featured again on Shark Tank. And it's a little bit of a different type of a pancake, but for the people that are healthy and like to eat those things, there you go. You got healthy pancakes.
Yeah, they have
now.
a great story. I
Yes.
enjoyed hearing them speak.
And then the last nominee in Startup Company of the Year, Wendy Long, owner of the La Di Da Kids Spa over in, I believe it was Pinellas County. And so she has a little kids club, a spa, and has different events for mommy and daddy days and events and bringing out the characters. And so she just founded the business over the last couple of years. And so Wendy Long, owner of La Di Da Kids Spa, nominated for Startup Company of the Year. Next nominee category is Best Nonprofit. And so we've had many nonprofits featured here on the program over the past year. First one is Sean Ajani of the Aga Khan Foundation. Kelly and I were fortunate enough to be asked to MC one of their events a couple of months ago. And so Sean Ajani of the Aga Khan Foundation, they have given back a lot of money through the foundation. Got to attend the awards dinner, or their, not the awards dinner, but their dinner a couple of months ago ahead of the walk. And so just another influential nonprofit here in the Tampa Bay region.
They're all over.
Oh, it's international. Yeah, it's
right. Yeah, it's a great organization for homeless, right, and for poverty.
Poverty. Yeah,
right.
They're working to eliminate poverty across the globe. Next nominee, Daniel McDonald and the Tampa Bay Wave, a great organization for tech entrepreneurs here in the Tampa Bay region. So Tampa Bay Wave and Daniel McDonald nominated for Best Nonprofit. Bevan Rogel, Best Nonprofit category for Encore Tampa Bay, which is an organization designed to give people an encore in their life. And so geared towards people coming out of maybe retirement or just older and wanting to get involved in something different in their life. A lot of different resources to get back into business, or not necessarily as a business owner, but just ways to get back into the community. And that's what Encore Tampa Bay is all about. Yeah,
it's never too late to live out your dreams, and she helps you find that way. So.
Never too late. And then next, Wendy Lee of the University Area Community Development Corporation, UACDC. We featured them a few times on the program. Doing a lot of work around the university area, and so we thank them for their service to the community and nominate Wendy Lee in the UACDC for Best Nonprofit. And then our last nominee in this category is Daisy Vega, founder of the Freedom to Walk Foundation, which is an organization which helps people afflicted by multiple sclerosis through the use of walk aids that go onto your calf, and it helps that you are able to walk. And so Freedom to Walk Foundation, Daisy Vega nominated for Best Nonprofit. Next category is our Lifetime Entrepreneur Award. This is a category that for somebody who's been a lifetime entrepreneur, been through a few different businesses, or has grown one business and done it so well. So our first nominee in this category, Dr. Ron Eccles of Going Vertical Coaching, and we've heard him on the program a number of times. He's been a chiropractor, a restaurateur, a real estate investor, a coach, and just an all-around great entrepreneur. So Dr. Ron Eccles nominated for Lifetime Entrepreneur Award.
He just spoke recently, didn't he, at the
yeah, he was featured at a main event this past last week, as a matter of fact. Next nominee in this category, Joni Corneal, co-owner of the Bella's Italian Cafe. We just featured her a couple weeks ago as well. And so people that are familiar with South Tampa know that Bella's is a staple of the community. Been around since, I think, 1986.
They just celebrated their 30th year here recently. So, yeah, great to see. Great to have Joni included. Yeah, wonderful lady. And great story.
Yes. And then we have Tom Panaggio, who has done a number of different businesses and coaching and consulting. He did a marketing business, a mail marketing business. I can't remember the specifics of it. Did very well with it, and now is in coaching and consulting. But Tom Panaggio also up for the Lifetime Entrepreneur Award. Next up, Larry Harbolt, well-known real estate educator and investor, and a loyal member to the Tampa Bay Business Owners, member 001. And so his talks.
Great story. He's a great guy.
Great story. Talks about his going from just being a blue-collar worker, working in the pipe fitting business, being frustrated with where he was at in his life and his his mid-40s and decided to pack it all up, move to Florida, and got into the world of real estate investing. He is now a featured real estate presenter across the nation and does a weekly meetup group every Monday over in Pinellas County for different real estate investors, and he's never missed a meeting. He's on all the holidays.
Yeah,
too.
great guy.
And then our last nominee in the Lifetime Entrepreneur Award, Bob Johnston, CEO of the Front Burner community, best known for the Melting Pot brand. And so at the age of 21, they launched the brand and has turned into a staple in the restaurant community. And so just a great CEO story of starting young, actually working his way up from a dishwasher in a restaurant, CEO of Front Burner Brands, which is the parent company for the Melting Pot and several other brands as well.
I love the Melting Pot. One of my favorites.
So those are our nominees for Lifetime Entrepreneur. We got 3 more award categories. We got Working Woman of the Year, Tampa Bay Business Owner Member of the Year, and Best Business Award. We'll cover those when we get back from the break on That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly, where business becomes show business.
How many times have you said to yourself, I wish there was an app for that? Stop wishing and start making the world better. Turn your brilliant idea into a profitable business by using Popcorn apps. Their affordable app design will help get your blue sky idea or proven business to the next level at a fraction of the cost of other developers. They will help you get through all the steps needed to make your thoughts become live. See them at popcornapps.com with a K in popcorn, or call them at 727-415-6705 for your free consultation and pop your kernel of an idea into $1 million business and a world changer starting today.
At Vein 911, we will help you feel great again. Do you have restless legs, night leg cramps, or ankle swelling? Restless legs, cramping, swelling, and tired heavy legs are often symptoms of hidden vein disease. You do not have to have visible bulging veins to have the symptoms of vein disease. The vein care specialists at Vein 911 are uniquely qualified to evaluate and treat your veins. Are you unhappy with your previous vein treatment? Vein 911 succeeds where others fail. Call Vein 911 today at 855-VEIN-911. That's 855-834-6911 to book your free consultation. Vein 911. We will help you feel great again.
Are you in need of new flooring or ready to tackle that home remodeling project? Then contact Yeager & Company Incorporated, a family-owned, state-certified general contracting business with over 70 years of experience and the recipient of the Angie's List Super Service Award for the last 8 years in multiple categories. Yeager & Company comes to you with their shop-at-home flooring sales service, and their hardwood flooring refinishing is the very best in the Bay. Kitchen and bath design featuring American-made, well-born cabinets, and all work is done by employees, not subcontractors. Learn more at YeagerFlooring.com.
I knew Mom wanted to stay at home. It's the center of her family, her life. But helping Mom stay in her home while managing mine was just too much. Honestly, it wasn't just about me. Mom didn't want me to be her caretaker. She wanted me to be her daughter. I felt so alone until I found out about Home Instead Senior Care. When we met the people at Home Instead, we just knew they were different. The experience was personal. And most importantly, for Mom and me, I get to be her daughter again.
Home Instead Senior Care. To us, it's personal.
If you've been following That Business Show on Facebook and Twitter, you may have noticed the quality of some of our images. That's because one of our sponsors is pro photographer Rick Taseda, a member of the Professional Photographers of America. You can view his extensive work by going to his website at ricktaseda.com or call him for an appointment to chat about your photography needs at 813-641-4757. That's 813-641-4757. Rick Taseda Visuals. Call him for your next event or project. Teresa Turner is a certified public accountant and the founder of Tax Happens, a boutique-style CPA firm providing small businesses and individuals with hands-on, personalized tax and accounting services. Although we would love to tell you how happy their clients are, we would like you to see for yourself. Tax Happens has 21 Google reviews and a 4.8-star Google rating, 17 Yelp reviews and a 5-star Yelp rating, 38 Facebook reviews and a 4.9-star Facebook rating. What sets Tax Happens apart is number 1, upfront pricing, 2, clear deadlines, 3, personally available year-round, and number 4, a willingness to empower clients to do as much or as little as they desire. Visit taxhappens.com for more information.
Who doesn't have a smartphone these days? And of course, there's an app for everything. Well, almost everything. That's why the folks at Popcorn Apps started developing mobile applications. They saw people like you with genius ideas, unable to make those thoughts a reality. They develop applications for tens of thousands of dollars less than you'll find anywhere else, and will turn your idea into a reality in a matter of just a few months. Think you're not ready? Think again. They are your one-stop shop for mobile application development. See them at popcornapps.com with a K in popcorn, or call them at 727-415-6705 for your free consultation and pop your kernel of an idea into $1 million business and a world changer starting today.
From the Florida Central Auto Loans Traffic Center.
Good morning. Crash in New Tampa on Bruceby Downs and Amberley Drive. Also some big delays on the westbound side of the Selman Expressway. Crash in the left-hand lane near 50th Street has traffic slow now from I-75. Seeing delays on westbound I-4 from Plant City over towards McIntosh, and also on westbound US 92 at Branch Forbes. See traffic problems, call the injury firm of Abrahamson Udrich Hillsborough. Traffic tip line 866-545-9595.
This report is brought to you by TampaYMCA.org.
You join your local YMCA, you're building more than just muscle. Become part of an organization dedicated to helping you achieve your fitness goals and strengthening your community. This January, sign up for free and get 20% off your first month. Visit TampaYMCA.org today.
Today, a wind chill advisory until 9 a.m., then mostly sunny, high 67. Tonight, mostly clear, not as cold with a low 50. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high 73.
You're listening to That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly on 1250 Winds WHNZ. Missed a show? Then head over to TampaBayRadio.com, where all shows are available on demand. Once again, here are your hosts, Jamie and Kelly.
And welcome back to That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly, where business becomes show business. We're given the names of the nominees for the second annual That Business Show Awards Center being held January 23rd. Pick up tickets over at TampaBayRadio.com. Our next category is Working Woman of the Year. Every Wednesday at 8 o'clock, we feature the Working Women of Tampa Bay and Networking Group, a very loyal following of professional women from around Tampa Bay as a result of that relationship. So we thank Jessica Ravelli for that relationship and for her supporting the program each and every Wednesday. And so our nominees in this category are Liz Lopez. She is a speaker and a business coach and helps a lot with LinkedIn training. And
I was going to say, yeah, she knows her LinkedIn.
Yes,
She's
and
good.
Great resource for LinkedIn. So Liz Lopez, nominee for Working Woman of the Year, along with Christy Campbell, franchise owner of Homestead Senior Care, and we've heard her on the program a number of times. She's been a show partner as well. And so Christy Campbell, Homestead Senior Care.
And she's funny and very charismatic. I enjoy her.
Pamela Settle, owner of Good Living Magazine, a nominee in this category as well. So giving back to the community through the business of the or magazine business. And so Pamela Settle, owner of Good Living Magazine, a nominee in this category. Also Yvonne Fry, owner of Fried Egg Productions, and she was in here last week talking about what is right with Plant City. She is born and raised in the community and was in here with Christine Miller of the Plant City Chamber of Commerce. And so just a great provider to the
she should
Tampa Bay
get
community.
Best business name.
Fried
Egg. I love it.
And then Valerie Ellis, CEO of Veterans to Corporate, a great resource for veterans returning to the workplace. And so we've talked with her about, how veterans have that issue with when they return from the military and not having the resources or not necessarily the ability, the confidence to return to the workforce. And so she helps out with that through Veterans to Corporate. Our next category is TBBO Member of the Year. And so these are people that have been very loyal to the organization and has helped out both me and Chris since its inception. So our nominees in this category are Bonnie Dye, founder of eTraining Live, where she helps with website development. April Sland, owner of the AL Sland Insurance Solutions Group, along with her husband, Les, very charismatic and fun person to be on the program. Rochelle, a.k.a. Shelley Walk, owner of the Walk Law Firm. She's been a longtime supporter of the Tampa Bay business owners and a sponsor. Carol Gill, owner of CRG Coaching, a longtime supporter of the organization, does professional coaching for business owners. And then Cheryl Nicholson, a well-known speaker, author, and a business coach. And so those are our nominees for TBBO Member of the Year. And then our last category, probably the one that everybody would like to have in their belt, is the Business of the Year Award. So these are the people that have been noticed by me as probably having the best and most influential business or growth for the year of 2016. And so the first nominee in this category is Lauren Davenport, founder of Symphony. And this is a marketing agency. And I remember her being on the program last year, doing a great job with the business. And this year is just exploded. They moved into a new location and has grown tremendously. And she was in here talking about, the growth and where it's going. And they got big plans on the horizon. So great business here based in Tampa Bay. Lauren Davenport and Symphony. Next nominee in Business of the Year, Kyle Taylor, founder of the Penny Hoarder. And he was in here earlier this year, and he started a blog about any way and every way to save a penny. It doesn't matter what it was, just save a penny, save a dollar. It was just a money-saving blog that he started a few years back and has now grown into a $20 million company.
Wow.
And so a tremendous success story here in the Tampa Bay region.
From a penny. Just imagine that.
Just any and every way to save money. That's all that blog was designed around. Just however to save, even if it was just a cent. That's what that blog was about.
It adds up.
Next nominee, Bob Clark, owner of the Tampa Steel Erecting Company. A business has been in the Tampa Bay region since the 1940s when his father founded it. So a long-time business. Bob Clark also a tremendous supporter of the Tampa Bay business community. So also another nominee here for our Business of the Year category. Next nominee in this category is Patrick and Zezera, or a.k.a. Z, as he likes her, as she calls herself when she's on the program. Rudell, owners of the Mini Donut Factory, and that business has done tremendous.
Amazing donuts.
They're going to be featured today on CNN, by the way, at 9 o'clock in the morning. Part of the Tampa Bay series around the college football championship, and their business has done amazing. You drive by and you see a line outside the door, and so people that aren't familiar with this, check out the Mini Donut Factory. It's down in South Tampa.
South Del Mabry.
South Del Mabry, and so Patrick and Zezera Riddell. Last nominee in Business of the Year is Nick Friedman, co-founder and president of College Hunks Hauling Junk, a tremendous brand that was built up here in the Tampa Bay region by him and his friend, and started with just a truck and an idea.
And a hunk.
A hunk. And today has grown it into a franchise business with, I think, 100 different locations, and a tremendous success story and a well-known business here in the Tampa Bay region. So Nick Friedman, co-founder of College Hunks Hauling Junk. And so those are our 11 different award categories and nominees. They'll be posted up on social media later on. All the nominees have been emailed. I emailed them all yesterday and tipped them off, and so several of them have already responded. So if you're one of the nominees, please get in touch with me, and we'll give you some more details on the event. But again, January 23rd, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the new Brian Glazer family at JCC. Tickets are on sale, $59 for members of the Tampa Bay business owners, $69 for the members of the general public. If you'd like to buy a table, you can get those as well, and you can sell the other tickets back to people within your entourage. So you can get 10 tickets for either $1,200 or $800, and you get the sponsorship recognition. The difference being you'll get a table at the networking event for the additional fee of $400. So again, pick up the tickets at tampabayradio.com. You've been listening to That Business Show with Jamie and Kelly, where business becomes show business.